Question 7, fantastic question. Basically, all the skills you need to work out the volume of a prism are going to be applied here. So as long as you can work out volume of a prism, you can tackle this question even though it's in a different context. And this is what examiners are doing now for the new spec examination papers you'll be sitting. So diagram shows a triangular prism. Clue there, the cross section is going to be a triangle. So there it is. It says BC, so BC is 4. CF, C to F is 12. Angle ABC, so the letter in the middle there tells us that's the right angle. The volume of the triangular prism is 84 centimeters cubed. Way! The examiners answered it for us. They made a mistake. No, read on. I always say read all the question before you answer it. So work out the length of the side AB of the prism. So the side AB is this length. So you've got to work out this length. Now a lot of people think, oh, I'm working out the length of a right angled triangle, I'll use Pythagoras. You don't need Pythagoras. You don't need Pythagoras because you've got one length here. Even if you attempted Pythagoras, how would you use Pythagoras? Because you haven't got the diagonal anyway. So you haven't got two of the sides. So you can't use Pythagoras if you've got one length. So what we're going to do, we're going to examine this question. Work backwards now. What they've given us, they've given us the actual volume. So what do we know about a volume of a triangular prism? We know the volume of a triangular prism is the area of the cross section, which is a triangle here, times the length. So what we'll do, we'll break this question down. We've got the volume. So if we do the inverse, instead of, we've not got the area at the moment, but we know if we take the area and times it by 12, we'll get 84 because we'll get the volume. Area of the cross section times the length will give us the volume. So we've got the volume. So we'll do the inverse operation. We'll divide 84. So use your calculator. Divide 84 by, which is the volume, divide it by the actual length, which is there, 12. So divide 84 by 12 and you get an answer of 7. So do your working out. 84 divided by 12. Straight away the examiner will know you're on the right tracks here. 84 divided by 12, we get an answer of 7. So what do we know now? Because we took the volume, we divided it by the length, we know that 7 centimeters squared. Now remember it's squared now because what we've done, we divided volume by this length. So it's not a volume anymore, we're talking about an area. 7 centimeters squared is the area of the cross section. I'll make that more clear in a minute. So let's stick with this 7. So I've done 84, the volume, divided by the length here, 12, to get the area of the cross section. I've got 7. Now I've only got one length here of 4. Now I need to know what I times 4 by to make double what the answer there is, and I'll explain that in a minute. We know this is a triangular prism, this is a triangle, so I know the formula to work out the area of a triangle is base times height divided by 2. So I've got my base. When I times it by the height, which I'm looking for anyway, AB, and then I divide the answer by 2, I need to get 7. So what do? I know I need an answer of 14, because when I divide it by 2, it's got to give me 7. So let me explain again. So I've got 4 here. 4 times what gives me 14. So what I'm going to do, on my calculator, I'm going to do 14 divided by 4, which gives me 3.5. So let's watch this. 4 times 3.5 is going to give me 14. So base times height. My base times my height has to give me 14. So I worked out by dividing 14 by the base that I needed 3.5, because only 3.5 times 4 will give me 14. When I divide that by 2, I'll get 7 centimeters squared, which is the area of the cross section I worked out earlier. Let me just show you that. So let's apply this now to this question. We know the missing height here now is going to be what? It's 3.5. So let's put that in. If that was 3.5 centimeters, let's forget what the examiner says the volume is. If that height is correct and we apply our calculations to work out the volume of this prism, we can just confirm that that is the height AB. So let's have a look. So if this was just a regular question, triangular prism, base 4, height of 3.5, what we do here, we go, okay, base times height divided by 2, it gives us the area of the cross section. So we know the base is 4, and times that by the height of 3.5 divided by 2. So 4 times 3.5 is 14, divided by 2 will give me 7 centimeters squared. So I've just worked out the area of the cross section. If I take that 7, times it by the length there, 7 times 12 gives me 84 centimeters cubed. Because you've times the area by that length 12, you get the volume. That answer corresponds with that answer. So you know that height that you worked out, 3.5, is correct. So what did they want? Work out the length AB of the prism. Make sure in the answer box you put, right down here, 3.5 centimeters. That is the height of this triangle, or the length AB.